This is this week's version of Confessions. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I appreciate you stopping by. If you like the content, go ahead, give this video a like. I'd really appreciate it. The algorithm would appreciate it. And yeah, so leave a comment as well if you feel, want to voice your own opinion. That's cool too. And if you like the content, if you like me reacting to confessions and doing this, go ahead and get subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this started. So number one, let's see.
My girl best friend really said that she has a feeling when we're like 30 she'll probably be mature enough to be in love with me and marry me. Just 11 more years of me watching her give everything to losers who don't deserve her.
No. Literally, I've had someone tell me this exact same thing. And I'm like, you think I'm about to sit here and wait for you for 30 years? Like, absolutely, until we're 30? Absolutely not. Respectfully, no. I'm not about to do that. Either we do this or we're not. It's that simple. I'm not gonna be put on layaway. Come on now. And even for this guy right here, you don't have to watch for 11 years. You can literally do anything else with your time besides watch her. You know what I'm saying? If she don't want you right now, she don't want you right now. Don't sit there and watch like you're gonna make yourself miserable, just like the picture. Don't do that. All right. Next one is,
if he hasn't asked you to be his GF, can you talk to other people?
oh boy. Honestly, my honest answer to this is gonna sound cliche. It's gonna sound bad, but it depends on the relationship. I'm not gonna lie. It depends. If there is a mutual understanding that I am getting to know you as a woman, and if we come to the understanding that we don't want to talk to other people or involve ourselves with other people while we're in this getting to know process, then yeah, don't talk to other people. But if nothing is established, if no one says anything before we claim each other, if no one says anything, then it's fair game. It is. There's that side. There's the side where we have a conversation. So those are the two sides. And then there's me personally. So me personally, yeah, exactly. Let's be realistic, of course. Me personally, I cannot handle dating more than one person at one time. I know my limitations. So if I'm involved with you, I'm not getting to know anybody else. Am I mad that she is? No, I'm not. Because nothing's set in stone. We're not in a relationship. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't get mad at you for doing anything like that. We're still getting to know each other. But me personally, I get to mixing up birthdays, mixing up favorite colors, mixing up, allergies and stuff like that. Like, no, I'm not built for it. I'm not built for dating multiple people. I'm just not built for it. I know my limitations. I know what I need to do in order for myself to have the peace of mind getting to know a woman. And that's not to be involved with multiple people at the same time. Like I said, am I mad if she does something? No, because I know where it comes from. I know what's involved, and I know how, things work. Now, if we're in a relationship and you open yourself up to talk to somebody else, or if you're, trying to talk to somebody else while we are together and we actually have an understanding like, hey, we're past the dating stage, we're together now, then that's a problem. But if there is no communication, if there is no understanding, if he hasn't asked you, I say yeah. And if you're having these thoughts already, if she's having these thoughts already, then that's probably not the guy for you. Because me personally, like I said, I can't handle dating and juggling multiple people's personalities and stuff like that. No, I don't let a lot of people in my circle anyway. So I know I can't handle that. So if I'm even thinking about another woman while I'm in your presence or I'm trying to get to know you, you're not the one for me. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna work out. That's just what it is. So yeah. All right, here is the next one.
I kind of have a crush on my friend, so I asked him on an ice cream date for when I returned to campus, and he agreed.
Oh, okay. That's a wholesome one. Okay, congratulations. Shout out to you for shooting your shot. I mean, hey, just like I said on the last confession video, it works. Women shooting their shot at men works. Shout out to her. Yeah, clap it up. Congratulations. Shout out to you. I hope everything works out for you. But yeah, it's nothing wrong with that. If you like a dude, you want to get to know him a little better. We can't read minds, so hey, what about some ice cream? You like ice cream? Hell yeah, I love ice cream. Let's go get some ice cream. Okay, bet. Boom, and then there we go. Like if I get asked for ice cream by a girl, I think she looks good and all that stuff, and then I see her sitting there, I'll be like, yo, okay, you look, okay. Let me get to know you a little better. Like that's the type of timing that I'd be on. Like I would receive it. It's nothing wrong with that. Like, you miss all the shots that you don't take. I keep saying that. Men and women, you miss all the shots you don't take. And even if it was like a dude, like saying, I have a crush on this girl. She's my friend. I asked her to an ice cream date. She said yes. So I'm happy. I'm excited. Hopefully we could take it out the friend zone and go to the next level. That's good. We love to see it. We love the happy stories, the happy endings. All right, here's the next one.
I think I have an addiction to sex. When I haven't seen my girl in a minute, my head starts to hurt, and I actually feel sick. It gets real bad.
That's called being in love, buddy. You love that girl. If you have this feeling with your girl, you haven't seen her in a minute, you miss her, your head starts to hurt, you feel sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's love, gang. You love that girl. And there's nothing wrong with that. You probably need to sort some feelings out so you won't get sick and head start to hurt and stuff. That's not good or healthy. So, figure that out. But no, you just love that girl. Ain't nothing, man. I wouldn't even worry about that. You're good. All right, here's the next one.
Reading my girl's DMs, and before we were together, her guy friend told her he is in love and is thankful just to have her in his life even if she doesn't feel the same way. Simp. She wouldn't be in my life if she didn't let me smash.
I mean, okay. I don't know how I feel about this one. I mean, if this is a case of people just feeling two different ways, honestly. Let me just replay it back. Gigi. Let me replay it back. Hold on.
Reading my girl's DMs, and before we were together, her guy friend told her he is in love and is thankful just to have her in his life even if she doesn't feel the same way. Simp. She wouldn't be in my life if she didn't let me smash.
So basically what I'm getting from this is she let him hit. And because she let him hit, she can't get enough of him, which is preventing her guy friend from getting at her. That's what I'm getting from this now. But I mean, I really don't know how to feel about it. It's just literally just two people feeling a different way. I mean, yeah, like what if the other guy doesn't even like her like that? I mean, he would know more context than me. Yeah, no, you're not bugging. This is literally two people feeling a different way. I like, I'm trying to put myself in a situation like if I was the dude, if I was the guy friend reading, my friend's DMs, like, if I didn't want her that way, then I'd be like, okay, well, cool, go smash him. Like, I'm thankful you're my friend, thankful that you're in my life. Like, maybe I'm reading this wrong. I don't know, but like, it's just two people feeling a different way. I don't know. This is nothing heavy. This is nothing heavy. And here is the next one.
My girl is so sweet, man, but she's broke as hell and I'm no trick. It be getting draining sometimes. How do you go about recommending a job?
Indeed.com. It's that simple. I mean, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. It's like, if your girl is sweet, you love the girl. Like, you love the girl, right? She's so sweet. She treats you right, everything like that. But if you have to defend yourself by saying I'm not a trick, then something might be up here. Like, that shouldn't be the first thing that you go to. If your girl doesn't have a job, maybe, you can approach the situation differently by helping her get a job. Maybe that's something that you can do. I've done that before. I've helped, my girl get a job, or even like a friend that was a girl get a job. Like, I'm not thinking that I'm a trick to her. Like, no. Just be like, listen, we go on Indeed. What do you like to do? What do you want to do? What are you willing to do? As far as like, some people may not like serving jobs. Me personally, I love serving jobs. I'm not doing it ever again, but I loved when I had a serving job. I made great money as a server. Like, people sleep on that. I made great money as a server. And why do that person even have that type of mindset? Why would he? Exactly. Yeah. Why would he assume he's a trick? Like that. Exactly. Has anyone told him that before? That's like kind of projecting a little bit. That's projecting a little bit. Like, nobody even said that, buddy. That's what I'm saying. But like, I've never even had that type of like thought or reaction to that. Like, if someone's in need of like help, like get a job, like let's say my girlfriend was, if I, have I had that situation before? I think I had. Yeah, I actually had. Okay, yeah. So my ex, she didn't have a job, and we were in college. This is HBCU confession, so pretty much this could have been me. Well, I'm not. No, scratch that. That's not me. But still, like, I had a girl in college, and she didn't have a job, and I had a job, and basically all of my money was going towards gas to go to and from work, food for my dorm, clothes, fun stuff here and there, stuff like that. But I had a girl, and obviously the fun stuff would include dates and things like that too. If she needed something, okay, whatever, cool. I didn't look at it like, Gigi, no, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. But I'm saying, like, I never thought of it as like being a trick. It was like, okay, she's down on her luck right now. Let me help her out. You know what I'm saying? I put her in the best position that I could to like go on Indeed, go on LinkedIn, network and things like that. And it eventually got her a job, and there we go. Like, we still did stuff together. We still went on dates and all that stuff. It was cool. But I never thought of it as like being a trick. Like, just because she's down at one point doesn't mean that she's going to be down forever. That's just my mentality. I'm not about to sit here and, take care of a woman as far as like that. Like, it has to resort to me being calling myself a trick. Like, if I'm thinking that in the back of my head, there's something wrong with this relationship. I'm not going to cap. That's how I feel. All right. Here's the next one.
Involved with this guy, kind, consistent, just my type, but he's not an eater. I don't want to force him because he's not comfortable with it. Shay, leave him alone.
Why did she say it like that? Hold on. What? Why? Wait, why did she say it like that?
involved with this guy. Kind, consistent, just my type. But he's not an eater. I don't want to force him because he's not comfortable with it. Shay, leave him alone.
Why did she say it like that? First of all, but second, I mean, if that's a deal breaker for you, then yeah, you should probably leave him alone respectfully. Um, yeah. It's, I mean, it's that simple. Like, what does she mean by she's not an eater? Are we talking freaky? Oh yeah, no. Hey, Gigi, I'm sorry. My mind went straight to the freaky shit. Like, I'm thinking he's not a munch at all. Like, he not eating nothing. So that's what I'm thinking. You don't even pay attention to the lunch. Don't pay attention to that. No, just no. Don't pay attention to this. She talking about eating, like, yeah. So that's where my mind went, and that's where it's gonna stay. But and if she don't want that, I mean, if he don't want that, if that's serious to her, then yeah, get him out of here respectfully. If you don't want to do it, like, I feel like in a relationship, sexual stuff like that is underrated. I feel like keeping your partner happy in that aspect can go a long way. And if they're not willing to do something like that, that is so, I'm not gonna say vanilla, but like simple and, like, you know what I'm saying, then she literally went on, let's take a step back here. She went on Twitter, typed in HBCU confessions, DM'd the person, my guy will not eat me out. Should I leave him? So let's take a step back and really understand how she feels right now. So I'm thinking, okay, just as the reader, I'm thinking, all right, this means a lot to her if she's willing to go through this. So if he don't want to do it, he don't want to do it. Don't pressure him. You know what I'm saying? Just bring it up to him like, hey, I like this to be done to me. What are we going to do about it? If you're not comfortable with it, I'm not going to force you. It is what it is, you know. It was nice being involved with you. I don't even think they're in a relationship. Being involved with a guy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what that means. I don't think that's dating, but like, it's nice to know you. It was nice getting to know you, but you know, this is where it ends. If it's that important to her, you know, that's just how I feel about it. Now we are starting the confessions for 6 Brown Chicks. They do this every Wednesday. I love what they do. I love their content. Shout out to them. Go follow them. Let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go.
Last September, my boyfriend said he was traveling to Dubai for business in December, and he asked me to go with him. He asked me, gently, to lose a few pounds to look my best for the trip. I dieted. I bought Islamic garments to wear. I bought an app to learn basic Arabic. I tried to take a week off from work. My boss said a full week off in December was off limits because that's our busy season. I stood my ground and got fired. I was in close contact with the boyfriend during this time. I fed him, slept with him, etc. in December. I asked about the trip, and he said it was canceled. I was hurt. I told him to reimburse me for the money I spent, and he sent this emoji and blocked me on all his socials. I opened a new Instagram account and saw him in Dubai with his frumpy wife. I'm devastated. I was with him before he got married, so she's the side chick, not me. I've been waiting on him for 3 years, and he has played in my face several times. I still love him. How do I get respect and the upper hand in our relationship?
I'm not gonna lie. You were never you were never the main. You were never Gigi. You were never the main. You were never the main. You may think you were, but you were never the main. No. That's unfortunate. How do you get the you want that man that cheated on you has a whole wife in another country that you were probably gonna meet. You want respect from him. You want the upper hand in that in your relationship. What do you mean our relationship? There is no relationship. He's married. He's out of here. Come on now. Yeah, he did wrong by, having a girlfriend and a wife. But like you doubling down trying to, you know what I'm saying? That's not going to make things better. It's not going to make things better. You stood your ground, you stood on business, and you lost your job for this guy. And you want you want his respect? And he sent you a clown emoji after everything happened. So literally doubling down on his business of making you look dumb. Why would you want that person's respect? Oh. Like, I really hate, I'm not gonna lie, I hate to see stuff like this. Because she's probably a great woman too. She, like, literally, if she said, he asked me gently to lose a few pounds to look my best for the trip, you did it. You bought into the culture, you bought the Islamic garments, you even bought an app to learn basic Arabic. I'm not buying no type of Rosetta Stone, none of that. They just gonna get this translate and call it a day. But you actually bought an app to learn Arabic. She's probably a great woman too, I'm not gonna lie. If she's willing to do all this for her band, she's probably a great woman. But it comes a point in time where you gotta stand up for yourself, and it's like, yo. It's like, yo, I deserve more. Right, yeah, with low self-esteem, I deserve more. I deserve to be somebody's mate. I deserve to be with someone that isn't going to, you know what I'm saying, do any of this stuff to me. Like, it low-key is sad, though, I'm not gonna lie. I hope she's alright though. I hope she lets this go. It's easier said than done though, but I just hope she's alright. Wherever she is. Alright, here's the next one.
Bake and decorate edibles. Cookies. This is my hobby. I don't make a lot of money, but it pays, and I still work. My husband Philip works in the kitchen at a 4-star hotel. Lots of pressure on him because the chain is dropping its room service menu. He gets depressed when I'm successful. He withdraws and attacks me about my appearance, etc. when something positive happens for my edibles biz. Recently, I texted a new customer a photo of her decorated edibles, and she snapped. The customer spelled Teresa when she ordered the edibles, but she complained that the correct spelling is Teresa and that I should have known. I apologized and offered the order at half price. Teresa replied, "Cool. Tell Phil to bring them when he comes through." What? I talked to Philip. He says she's just a friend. I refused to give Teresa the order, and I refunded her money. She left a 1-star review on my page. She wrote, "Didn't try her edibles, but her nigga's dick is 10 out of 10 though." He laughed.
I don't know how more disrespectful someone can be than that. Yeah, his side chick ordered edibles from his wife, and they've been messing around, and she trashed her business because she put her name wrong in the order, and she made it that way, and it should have been an H in it. So now the wife is like basically not basically, she is the victim. Like, she's just trying to, if Petty was a person, she's just trying to have an edibles business, and she gets verbally abused whenever something good happens to it. Now, like, I feel like the husband kind of set her up low-key. I feel like the husband probably set her up, and then, especially if he is laughing in her face for a 1-star review, and you want advice. My advice to you would be, is like, just, I mean, you just, if is this the person that you want to be with? Like, this is that man the type of man that you want to be with? If so, work it out. Be like, hey, this is hurting me. You verbally abusing me about my appearance because my business is picking up, is doing great. You want to have people send 1-star reviews to me, and you're messing around with other people. Like, what's up with that? If you want them, then yeah, talk about it. But me personally, I'm like, yo, I don't deserve this. I'm out of here. I'm not about to sit here and go through this with you. Like, no. I'm gonna find someone that believes in me, believes in my business, wants me to succeed, won't verbally abuse me if I get a good sale. Like, yeah, exactly, Gigi. Kick rocks with no shoes on. Yeah, I hope it rains too, so you fall. Like, that's the type of timing that I'd be on. Like, no, I'm not doing this with you. No, it'd be like, I'm trying to be nice. I don't want to be mean. But in this instance, why do people want advice for something like this? It's so clear cut what you need to do. Like, it's obvious what you need to do. Cut the dude off and go on about your day. It's obvious on what to do. What other advice is there to give? Well, you want to work it out with this dude? You think he's just going to magically stop verbally abusing you? You think he's going to magically stop messing with another woman behind your back and laughing in your face about it? There's no advice. Let me give you these divorce papers, just like you said. That's it. Like, we all laugh and joke about stuff like this. Yeah, okay, yeah, I get it. But it's like, these are real people that really don't understand, like, when they are being played with. I don't know. That just can't be me. That can't be me. All right. Here's the next one.
I'm 6'2", solid muscle, bald, by choice, with a lush goatee, rich in melanin, and blessed in size. I'm not conceited. Those are facts. I see less attractive men on social media getting spoiled with $10,000 shopping sprees, getting fed chocolate-dipped strawberries, getting face and beard massages. I'm one of the finest men in Smoketown, Louisville, Kentucky, and Neffy ain't doing her job as a wife. I married the wrong woman. She doesn't give me what I deserve. All I get from her is, are you gonna get a job for the new year? Are you gonna support us? Neffy works overtime and she makes enough money for us. I deserve a better life. I'm going to California to visit my fam and I'm not coming back. I'll find a rich Cali woman to spoil me, but I don't want to lose access to my sons forever. What to do?
What? What? You do realize who pushed your sons out of... Right, you don't want a job, but you want to be treated like royal. What? First of all, like I was saying, you do realize who pushed your sons out, right? What do you mean you don't want to lose access to your sons forever? It's one thing if you divorce from your wife because of things not working out. Okay, sometimes people change, circumstances change, these change, whatever, But you leaving your wife because you want to be fed chocolate dipped strawberries and go on shopping sprees because you don't have a job. I'm never gonna ever say that somebody could keep their keep their kids away from somebody, but hey man, like, come on now. There's no way. There's no way you're complacent. Just not even as a man. Well, of course, in this scenario as a man, but like, you're okay with your woman working overtime, making enough money for the both of us. Talking about you deserve a better life. 1000% a bad example for his son's mentality. In a way, he'd be doing him a favor. Mommy, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can I, be the best woman or best man for a woman in the future or whatever? Don't be like your dad. Don't try, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a way, yeah, but you want to get out here, you want to be out here spoiled. Like a little, like a sugar baby or something. Like, hey, listen, if you're a sugar baby, get your money. I don't care. That's all good. That's all fine and dandy. If you want to do that, that's all you. There's nothing wrong with that. It's really nothing wrong with that. But you have a family. Like, you have a family. You need to get up, get a job, help support, in this instance, help support your family, and do what you need to do as a husband, as a man. What do you mean she ain't doing her job as a wife? Yeah, because she's doing your job, buddy. You literally cannot make this stuff up. You cannot make this up. I swear, bro. Like I said, the things that he wants. If you want to get fed chocolate dipped strawberries, if you want to go on $10,000 shopping sprees, if you want to, if you worried about the less attractive men on social media, if you're doing all that at the expense of yourself and not a family, then that's all good. Hey, everyone loves a good face and beard massage too. Everyone loves that, of course. But you're going to put that over your kids and your wife and your family? You're just going to say, fuck it, I'm going to California. What do you mean what to do? Go take care of your family. Go love your wife. Go love your kids. That's what there is to do. Go do that. How about that? I can't. Here's the next one.
Last month, my boyfriend Kato and I decided to end my pregnancy. I made the appointment. He said he'd send the money when he got paid, then crickets for a week. A mutual friend, we all smoked together, told me that Kato's legs were crushed in a car accident. He's in a coma. I tried to visit him in the hospital to use his finger, unlock his phone, and cash out myself the money for my appointment, but I had the wrong name. The mutual friend says she only knows him by his street name, Kato Kane. The hospital wouldn't release his true identity. We dated, smoked together for 8 months, but he didn't give me a real name. I'm pregnant and he's in a coma. I'm running out of time for my appointment. Is there a way to get that money out of his locked phone? I work on the Blade, Figueroa Street in Los Angeles, and I can't pull dates because I'm beginning to show. I need that money. Advice.
So you're okay. Well, first of all, Kato's business out there in the streets. Kato's business is out there in the streets. Anybody in the LA area, if you're reading this, hey. But yeah, dating together, smoking together for about 8 months. He didn't give you a real name. Yeah, as long as you know that you weren't the number one, or he really didn't care, then that's just what it is. No boyfriend is gonna be with you for 8 months and not tell you at least his name. Like, what? That's the first thing. The second thing, you need money to do whatever you need to do to end the pregnancy. Why didn't you think about that before? Red flags. Why didn't you think about that before you decided to lay up with the dude? He didn't have money for a condom. I'm assuming he not gonna have money for this. Like, oh my gosh, man. And you work doing what you do, and you know if you start to show, you're not gonna pull, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get a lot of business no more. So you did not think this through. You tried to unlock his phone with his finger and cash app yourself the money, but you sent it to the wrong name. So now he's broke since you sent the money to somewhere else. Why can't you just ask the person that you sent the money to? Be like, yo, just text him from his... At this point, you're already too deep in. You're texting, you know what I'm saying? You took the dude's phone. You might as well send the message to the person that you sent it to. Like, hey, my bad, can you send this back? You know what I'm saying? And then there you go. Send it to yourself. Boom. But it's just a series of bad... It's just a series of bad decisions. I'm not gonna lie, but his legs were crushed in a car accident. Dog, like, yo, that's tough, man. I hope he makes it out. Hope he makes it out. I mean, hey, time's running out. Hope you find something. You better open up a credit card fast or something. That's my only advice to you. I mean, unless you're going to scam or rob somebody, I don't condone that. But if you're going to do that, be careful. But maybe open up a credit card or something. I don't know. Or ask someone to loan you the money. But, hey, I don't think it's smart either. I don't think she's that smart either. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, but I feel like if she went through all this just to try to get somebody's cash app, like phone, and cash app her the money, she can, well, no. Yeah, you're right. Let's move on. Here's the next one.
I have an 8-year-old daughter who has multiple mental disorders. She punches me and she hates authority figures. My boyfriend says we can get married once I get my daughter evaluated and she starts medication. From that point, after about 2 years of living together, he says he'll be open to marriage. We've been dating for 1.5 years already. I'm against medicating my child. I'm sure she'll grow out of her bad behavior. I had bipolar disorder and ADHD as a teen and I grew out of it naturally. I feel like he keeps moving the goalpost and doesn't want to marry me at all. This makes me want to bash his face in. But I love him, and I know he's just trying to do what's best for my daughter. Be patient, or move on.
Okay, so this one took a little turn. It's not what I was expecting. So this was a little more serious as far as the mental illness and stuff. But first, I would say being patient or moving on. That's totally up to you. I wouldn't trust the Twitter. I wouldn't trust Twitter replies on this one. You got to go with your gut on that. But if I were you, I would be patient. I honestly would be patient. And I say that to say this. You know in your heart of hearts, because you literally said it right here. You love him and you know, not you think, you know he's just trying to do what's best for your daughter. Then just be patient with him. You have to sit him down and be like, hey, we've been together 1.5 years, almost 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm against giving my child medicine. It's just not going to happen. Now what? With him operating as a fact, like, okay, I want the best for your daughter, he's going to be like, okay, the mom's not budging. All right, so it's nothing that I can do. What else can we do with this scenario? What else can we do? Explore some other options. Have a conversation. Talk about it. And then if he's still against it, if he's still like, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to continue to move forward with you until she, you know what I'm saying, gets help, for a lack of a better word or term right now, then he's out. I'm out. Because if she hates authority figures and she punches you as the mom, the dad, the stepdad in this instance, he has a right to not be hated, to not want to be hated, to not want to get punched potentially. He has that right. So he can exercise that right if he wants to. You know what I'm saying? So I would approach this really gently. Think of the kids first. And he seems to be doing that, which I respect. I don't think this is anything like an ultimatum. I'm not reading it like that. I know it kind of sounds like that, but I'm not reading it like that. I think he genuinely wants to be with her and genuinely cares for her and the daughter as well. But he doesn't want to get, you know what I'm saying, hurt or beat up or hurt, like, you know what I'm saying, anything, any negative feeling, any negative interactions. And he has that right. He doesn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big proponent of keeping your mental health okay and, you know, being in the right mind space and things like that. And I work with people in that area that may have communication disorders or, you know, things like that, mental disorders, things like that. I work with people like that. So I definitely understand that to an extent. Like, people call in all the time and saying, hey, you know, my wife has, you know, maybe my wife has a daughter, or my husband has a son, whatever the case may be. And he is, you know, let's say he's autistic or something. And he, you know, he people don't understand him. So he starts to like throw things around the house or something like that. And then I'd be like, okay, well, how are you feeling like that? Is he getting better? Is he getting worse? Things like that. Whatever. So if it's getting worse, I'm like, okay, well, let's, you know, explore some options. And how are you feeling? And then be like, okay, well, we have a support group for people in your type of situation. Okay. Things like that. They have the right to not feel like they're put in that type of situation where I'm not going to say in danger, but they have the right to feel like he doesn't want to have to think about getting punched or think about being hated as an authority figure, as a stepdad. He has that right. But she also has the right to not medicate her kids. And we get people like that all the time. They don't want to medicate their kids, and that's totally fine with me personally. That's okay. I'm like, okay, you don't want to give your kids medication. I understand. Let's try to get them in a group, in a support group. Like, hey, you know, you're acting out. Why are you acting out? You're doing this X, Y, and Z because you're not getting heard. You're not, you know what I'm saying? There's things like that. So it's just a conversation to have. That's really it. And if he's not willing to budge, if he's not willing to continue with this for X, Y, and Z, whatever reason, then it is what it is. You find somebody else. And if she's not, you know, willing to bend or, you know, break or whatever, you know, compromise with whatever the guy has set in stone, then it's okay. Move on from him. It's okay. It doesn't have to be a crazy breakup. It doesn't have to be a messy breakup. Me personally, just reading this, I don't want y'all to break up. I don't want them to break up. You know, but it is what it is. Here is the next and last one.
I'm not spiritual, and I don't believe in ghosts or any otherworldly power. However, I have a concern. My future mother-in-law thinks Naomi, my man's first wife, cursed me before she died.
Huh?
My man was in the process of divorcing Naomi. He left her for me. But she died unexpectedly, stroke, before he presented her with the divorce paper. On 1/2, I gave birth to our daughter. That night, Naomi died. I delivered my baby alone while he was with the medics trying to resuscitate Naomi. I never forgave him for that. Fast forward to December 23rd, 2023. I got my nails done and a new wig install with the same stylist I've used for a year. On January 2nd, 2024, my baby's birthday and the anniversary of Naomi's death, my man went to lay flowers for Naomi instead of staying for our son's birthday party. I was livid. My wig slid back, taking a patch of hair with it. It's a complete semicircle of baldness in the front of my head. I went to the ER. The doc says it's probably a chemical reaction or stress-induced alopecia, but it's weird to happen all at once. WTF is happening to me? If I'm cursed, is Naomi causing my man to pull away from me too? I won his heart, but I feel like he's cheating. I've never felt so lonely and ugly before. Advice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this one alone. I'm not messing with no, I ain't messing with none of them spirits. You could have that. You need to pray. Whoever you are, you need to pray. You're not spiritual. Yeah, you're gonna be spiritual in a couple weekends. You need to pray. You need to do something. Yeah, shush is right. Hey, I ain't getting into that one. Respectfully. Yeah, you know. You may need to find a priest or, a pastor or something. I'm not qualified to give you any type of information. So, yeah, I'm going to stay over here on that one.